This was our home last night, the Hillside Inn, and I am all packed up, just waiting for Paul to fill up his water bottles, and we are going to climb Wolf Pass today. Oh yeah. Good morning, it's Sunday, June 9, day 25, and we are leaving Pagosa Springs, Colorado, headed to Del Norte, but there is an enormous mountain in the way. That's what we're going to be passing and crossing today. It's all climbing until the top of that pass, and then it's all downhill into Del Norte. We stayed west of town, so I got a little bonus downhill before the climb started. This is the second time this summer I've seen domes like these that you could rent out and sleep in. A couple days ago, Paul and I's conversation turned to what advice would you give to somebody who's setting out to do this. Paul said something about restricting your packing, bringing less than you think you need. My answer would be regarding expectations. I think I'd mentioned before that I found myself saying, oh, after today, we got a few easy days. Or after this pass, the rest of the afternoon is going to be real easy, and only to find myself wrong and disappointed. But the advice I would give would be, imagine what percentage of your time or number of hours crossing the country that you think you're going to be in first gear, climbing in first gear. Now multiply that by a factor of 4 to 10 for a more accurate number. I feel like I spend so much time in first gear. And then I would say, imagine what percentage of the time you think you will be riding on flat ground. You know, just poodling around on nice flat ground in some middle gear. Take that number, percentage of time or number of hours that you'd spend on flat ground, and divide that by a factor of 4 to 10, because it's pretty rare that I'm riding on flat ground. So that would be the advice I would give to somebody who's setting out to do this. Peter from Duluth is now a couple days ahead of us, and so we can ask him about conditions ahead. I just sent him a text asking him what was the highest grade he saw when he climbed Wolf Pass. Again, I want to set my expectations to reality. Peter responded to my text. He said 10% for a little. 10% are absolutely brutal. Quite a bit of 6 to 8. Hard stuff starts with 8 miles to go, he says. All right, got some more realistic expectations now. I've now climbed 450 feet today. That's 1/10 of today's climbing. I'm riding through quintessential Colorado. When you think Colorado, these are the views and vistas and colors and foliage you expect. And it's putting a smile on my face. I've climbed 900 feet now, so I am 1/5 done with the climbing today. I just need to climb this much 4 more times. Piece of cake! Just 8 easy miles to go, right? Here comes Paul, cranking at 9% grade. Go, Paul. I assume that's the Wolf Creek of Wolf Creek Pass. An update on the climb. I have 4 miles to go. I've been in first gear since well before that 8 miles to the summit sign. And Peter's description of what grades to expect has been accurate. Almost everything has been 6 to 8% grade, and crept up a little bit into the 9 point somethings. Difficulty, as expected. So I'm earning this one. 2.6 miles of climbing to go. My last stop was solely to address all the sweat from my forehead that had dripped down and pooled into my eyeballs. 1 more mile of climbing to the summit. This has been challenging. It's been certainly the longest sustained climb for this number of miles at this percent grade. I've climbed more miles in a day than this, but for a single climb, this one certainly takes the cake so far. Did it! That was a tough one. Paul thought we were going to go to 11,000 feet, and I told him he could climb the mountain behind us. Okay, we did it. This is the highest point we'll be at all summer. So we're basically coasting downhill to the Atlantic Ocean.
Piece of cake. Piece of cake.
What exactly is the Continental Divide? I admit all I knew before this trip was that it was in the mountains in the west. There are several continental divides in the United States, but the most significant one is here, the Great Divide. It serves as the dividing line of the watersheds that drain west toward the Pacific Ocean and east toward the Atlantic Ocean.
Here's the Wolf Creek Ski Resort, all closed up for the season. I put on the windbreaker for this epic downhill. Oh yeah! Woo! A tunnel! Woo! Slow down. Comes another tunnel. How exciting. Lots of turkeys in this tunnel. And back in sunshine. Beautiful. Wow. Oh, the creek, the mountains, the pine trees. What a day. Wowzers. Man. There's a genuine smile on my face. Getting some rain sprinkles on us. This is maybe the third time that's happened this summer, but it's never been a downpour rain on us. Hopefully this is the same and it doesn't get any worse than this. I thought I was taking an epic time lapse of my epic descent from Wolf Creek Pass, but when I went to bring the camera back down, I don't think I had started the recording. And it went through my mind for about half a second. David, you could reclimb that mountain and go back down and get the footage. Nah, that was too difficult. The footage is lost. That's too bad. We deserve this. We're in South Fork, Colorado. We just crossed the Rockies, so we deserve some pizza. We had a nice stop at the pizza place. They had a buffet going on, so I got a little salad and some wings, several slices of pizza, a chocolate pudding, and many visits to the soda fountain. And I'm feeling full and satisfied. That was a great place to stop after the big climb of the morning. And we're on our way to Del Norte, our final city after South Fork, where we have booked a tent site at a campground. See you there. This is the Woods and River RV Park. There's me and Paul's tent set up, and we met a German couple who is doing the Great Divide mountain bike tour. They are going from south to north along the Great Divide. That's a very difficult ride. And their tent looks like it will survive a tornado. Mine looks like a 5-mile-per-hour wind is going to send it into that river behind us. It was a great ride today, and we got some time to relax. I'm gonna take a shower and might even look at their laundry facilities. We'll see. A shower feels so good, even if it's a campground shower. It's windy and some rain started. Hoping we have a dry night here. My bike is over there under the tree. I'm hoping my seat stays dry. That's the sound of raindrops on my rain fly, but I'm staying warm. Another daily recap from inside the tent. Today's scenery was a 10 out of 10, especially that descent from Wolf Creek Pass with a creek with rapids running through it. It was epic. Outstanding. Today's difficulty was a 9. Yeah, that climb was everything I expected it to be. After that, we had a nice descent, but that was the longest sustained climb, and it hovered around 6 to 8% grade for a big chunk of it. And my overall feeling of positivity is at a 9. I feel really good, and I'm looking forward to some flat days ahead and seeing some friends in the upcoming days.